You guys continue to travel, and say, as you know, going there, you notice that you pass quite a few wagons heading in the opposite direction. Generally, no big caravans, but just like ones and twos every now and then, heading away from Kron.
Could we tell if this is just normal traffic or if something might have happened?
See, there seem to be caravans going, wagons going past.
Just sat there at the back watching.
Is it a greater number of caravans that we saw coming out of Kron than when we left?
Yes.
Right. I don't think Nagrax would necessarily pass comments on that. He's still probably quite distracted by earlier.
Okay. Then I'll say you guys continue with no other interruption for now. Eventually, in the distance, you start to see the spire reaching above the tree line. You get closer and closer, and Nagrax, make a perception check with advantage. Okay. As you're riding along, your eyes are glancing just on the road, and you notice on the left-hand side of the road, there's a person attached to a tree by ropes. Above them is a sign saying the tainted are not welcome.
Nagrax furrows his brow at this sight.
The person doesn't seem to be conscious. They seem to be badly beaten. They are bruised, cut.
Yeah. With that, even being that as it may, Nagrax will kind of draw attention to this person and say that individual seems to be badly beaten. Can I actually tell, given how high I rolled, if they're alive?
Not from the carriage.
Not from the carriage. Okay. Nagrax will approach this person, and providing that nothing stops him, he will kind of investigate. He'll probably do like a medical roll to see whether they're still alive.
Go ahead, do it with advantage. Given you're just checking. Okay. They are rather badly fucked up. They're still alive.
Well, alive.
They're just burning, and if you get closer, you notice that it's a tiefling.
Is this a tiefling I recognize?
No.
Okay. Right, so upon seeing this, Nagra, when you say that they are conscious, I think you'll probably just go for a Cure Wounds level 1.
Okay. When you cast it on them, they do not return to consciousness. You see the wounds mend, but they still remain bruised, and they still remain completely passed out.
I will probably untie the tiefling.
Okay.
Right.
Their arms go completely lax.
Okay. Do you know in the wagon, did you say that there was a tarp over it?
Yes.
What I'll do is I'll put the tiefling onto the wagon, but I'll put them under the tarp.
But it's generally up to keep everyone.
Oh, right.
From rain.
Okay, is it still raining right now?
No, but it looks like it will any second.
I think. How close are we to Kron at this point?
You can see the tower rising above the trees, so relatively close.
Is it possible to take the tarp down?
Oh, yeah, it's completely possible.
I think I'll do that just considering what Nagrax feels might be happening here.
Okie dokie.
Just in case there's like some sort of chat point.
Can I, while he's untying this person, can I like keep an eye out? See if there's anyone nearby, anyone watching.
Go ahead, make a perception check. You don't really see anything moving at all.
Actually, I think
you see the gentle sway of the breeze.
I think what Nagrax might do instead is, rather than use a tactical, I think he'll suggest, I'm not sure what's going on in Kron, but I feel that if tieflings are being presented as warnings outside the town, it's possible that Cult of Aldeth might have gained more influence whilst we were away. Perhaps we should wait for this tiefling to awaken and see if they can tell us anything.
I'll splash my water skin in his face, in the tiefling's face.
It doesn't react.
Are we sure he's alive?
Yeah. Nigrak says, when I checked him, he was very badly hurt, but yes, they were alive. I healed him a little bit, but he hasn't returned to consciousness just yet. It's possible we may just need to wait for him to rest. I'm concerned that if we go back into town and the cult have any sort of patrols, we may be putting this soul in even further danger.
We'd be putting ourselves in danger, I'm sure. They do not seem the type to stand for us harbouring such an individual, innocent or no.
I'm not implying that we take him back into the tower with Symeon. I'm implying that we question him and then maybe just let him go his own way, just on the outskirts of town. He probably has a better chance sort of elsewhere than going back into Kron with us.
Guess we wait till he comes to then. Oh, what's that, Nargax? You want to set up, make camp? All right, will do.
Alright, so you're setting up a camp?
That was just in case anyone is watching. Nargax, you see.
Yes, of course, Symeon.
It's what they call a bluff.
You'll have to teach me about this concept sometime, but yes, I suppose we could make camp for a short time just to wait for this poor fellow to wake up and see if he can tell us anything of import.
I'll sit up top on the cart, just swigging a water skin. Having
Okay,
a bite
then.
to eat.
I set several hours pass, and given Symeon is going to be what's closest to him, you hear him suddenly start coughing and retching. Do you turn around?
Yeah. Oh.
You notice he coughs up blood.
Oh. Nargax. Nargax.
Okay, Nigrax comes over. He sees him coughing up blood. Can I roll medical to see exactly what's wrong with him?
Roll medical.
Okay. Oh, for some reason, reading his medical. Sorry, eyes are tired.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Apparently, I know nothing.
You probably guess that he's hurt inside somewhere.
Could be some sort of internal bleeding, but I can't tell exactly. He probably needs a doctor, but it would probably be too risky to take him into town. I could try healing him again, but I'm not sure if that would treat the problem.
I'll at least give him a drink of some water.
You tilt his head back and the water goes down, but he doesn't really seem to react. The cough is the only real reaction you've seen from him.
Has his eyes opened?
No.
So it's just that he's kind of like coughed, spat up blood, and then nothing else.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
I could use my Wand of Cure Wounds now, Grax. It might have an effect.
Yes, maybe give that a try. I mean, considering that I didn't really have much of an effect last time, I'm not sure if it will help, but it might ease the suffering.
Okay,
Right.
you use the wand, put it down to 9 charges,
Will do.
and nothing seems to change.
The settlement might be something else. Read this. Sorry, just.
He may not get any better. A dagger to the heart would be a mercy.
I can't take the life of an innocent person, Symeon. Sorry.
Finian will look around at everyone. We should get him to a doctor.
Yes, Finian, I know. We may have to go with our original plan, use the tarp, conceal him. Maybe try to... Maybe try to get him to the hospital where Reginald was treated. They seemed decent sorts. I can't really think of any other options, given how little we really know Kron.
You're the best healer among us. Okay, then I don't know why that did. It did that.
It would appear that this tiefling is beyond conventional healing. I think Nigrex does actually have a bit of a brainwave. Just give me a moment.
Was he poisoned?
Nigrex will actually try. I'll use a Celestial Legacy Doom to have a free cast of a Lesser Restoration.
Okie dokie.
So I try that.
You try that, and after you cast the spell, nothing seems to change.
So just to clarify, that cures blindness, deafness, paralysis, and poison.
Mm-hmm.
And no change.
Nope.
Okay, so in that case, I say that ability I just attempted would have cured him if he was blind, deaf. Well, if it was poisoned, so I think that's probably what we're thinking. But still has no effect. I mean, it's possible that this ailment could be spiritual, but I think as Finian says, we can't really tarry. We need to act decisively. I'd say we need to probably take the risk and try and get this tiefling to a doctor.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so if no one else has anything to say, Nagrax will start taking down the tarp, and he'll cover the tiefling in the back.
Okie dokie.
And we will...
I'd say I'm not going to make you roll or anything for that. There'll be more than enough material, so...
Yeah, we'll proceed to Kron. I will say that Nagrax, as he's riding, he's kind of like looking for any figures that are kind of wearing the attire of the Cult of Eldeath, like he's personally seen.
All right.
Can we instead of? I'm assuming we've just got the guy like laid flat. We've like rolled him up. Can we instead sort of make it look like the tarp is just sort of folded neatly in a not neatly, just sort of folded in a square?
I mean, if you want to intervene as Nagrax is doing that, you'll let you.
So it just looks
Yeah,
like we're
I'll
not
let you just
using it.
outright do that, yeah. I'll let you outright do it.
Yeah, so if
Just
like...
sort of like contort the body a little bit and just sort of...
Yeah, considering
We're
that
not using the
Nagrax...
tarp. We're not doing anything with it.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
doesn't...
concealing anything.
Yeah, he doesn't really understand subtlety Nagrax. He's just kind of the practical thing do. So you kind of just step in and go, no. Just let's actually just be a bit smart about this. So
You see, if they just ask to see what's under the tarp, it's obvious. If we make it look like this, you see, they may not ask. Use your brain sometimes, Nargreg. You're supposed to be a smart man.
I apologize, Symeon. I must admit that sometimes my head isn't completely clear when there's a life at stake, but I'm glad to have you with us.
I've served with a lot of different men and taught me a lot of different tricks.
Yes,
I'm glad to have passed on my wisdom.
Yes, we all have much to learn, but let's waste no more time. We need to get this tiefling to a doctor.
Okay. You guys make your way following the road towards the town. You see a few more carts that pass you, and I'm going to say you come to the gates to the north of the town. One of the guards steps out in front and waves you down. Hold, what is your business here?
I'm guessing he's addressing me because I'm riding.
Yeah, you're driving them essentially. So
So do you know the letter that we got? Did we give that to the
you gave
butler?
it to Philion.
Go to filling. Okay. In that case, what I'll do is, as I approach, I will take out my guild token and I'll present it to the guard, and I just say, "We're from the Kings of the Crafter. We've just come back from a quest in a nearby quest from Hogswine. What's happening here? Is everything all right?"
He looks at the guild token and he nods. Ah, yes, excellent. Can't say anything. Things are a bit rowdy. That's all. Go ahead. Go on in. He steps to the side and waves you past.
Okay, with that, I will just keep going.
Okay. So you guys will enter for the north. Actually, I finally changed the map.
As we go past the guards, I'll sort of like lean up to Nargax and go, "You see? They didn't even check the cart because it wasn't obvious."
It could also have been that I just presented the guild token up front, so they know that we came from Kron, not that we're visitors to Kron.
Okay, so you enter, and you remember that the hospital from last time was in the outer ring of the residential and guild districts, so you'll head towards it.
Yeah.
As you're going through the town, you notice that there are several groups of people every now and then that seem to be watching the crowds quite intently. They are mostly made up of quite muscular humans, half-orcs, and dwarfs.
Are they wearing the coats attire, or do they just seem to be regular
They're just
civilians?
wearing ragged clothing, generally.
Okay.
At one point, you pass what seems to be a group of, I'm going to say, 6 dwarfs and a human, and they're heckling a tiefling that's walking past them. One of them throws a stone at him, hits him, and he hurries away.
Nagrax looks at this and kind of feels more nervous about taking him to the doctor, but we really can't think of a better option. He just kind of keeps his composure and keeps going.
Okay. You reach the hospital, and you stop outside of it. You do notice that there is a group of people just a little bit from the exit. From the entrance, sorry. All wearing, again, ragged clothing. A couple of them actually have clubs.
Just to say, do you know the people who were throwing stuff at the tiefling, were they dressed in a similar way?
They were just generally wearing normal plain clothes.
So not ragged clothing necessarily?
Well, yeah, ragged clothing. Just typical civilian clothing, basically.
I think what we'll do here is... I'll just say to...
And they have seen you approach, by the way.
They have seen us
them are looking your way.
Approaching us, or just looking at us?
Just looking.
Can they... Are they sort of like in... Are they close enough that they could hear us?
No, I'd say they're a good 60 to 100 feet away.
Okay, I will kind of slow the horses slightly as I've noticed them look at us, and I'll say to Symeon, Symeon, it would appear that I don't want to make a rash judgment, but perhaps it might be better for one of us to talk to that group in front of the hospital. It would seem that based on what we've seen through Kron, that tieflings are perhaps not being held in very high regard at the moment. It may cause a scene if one is seen with us. We probably need a distraction.
Seems the cult's influence is growing. The act of just simply being a tiefling draws suspicion, I see.
How many days has it been since we left Krondoom?
It's going to have been either 4 or 5 days.
Okay, in that case, it's staggering, really. They've been, from what we heard, they've been campaigning for the better parts of a year, but In just 5 days, the situation really seems to have deteriorated.
It's amazing what a charismatic leader can do. For good and bad.
It may be better to just admit the tiefling to the hospital and then head back to the guild. We probably need to get a better grasp of what's happening here.
Agreed.
Okay, so with that, I kind of pick up the horse's paces again, and I just continue towards the hospital.
Like, they were more or less beside where the entrance was, so
Literally blocking the entrance, or just kind
not
of
blocking it, to the side of it.
So, like, if you were to pass them, they would. And I guess they're still looking at us.
A few of them are still looking at you, yes.
Okay. Before we get out, I hand Symeon one of my distraction rocks.
Okay.
So I say to Symeon as I would probably say out of us, you would probably stand the best chance. I keep flicking through the notes now. I've said that. You stand the best chance of keeping them occupied and potentially placating any hostility. Better than myself would say, but in case things go awry, I'm not really sure what this is, but maybe it may come in use or hands you a distraction mark. I'll just mark it off one of my sheet.
A rock?
Yes, we.
What am I? You want me to throw it at them? What am I?
I don't know. I'm not really sure how these work. I was just thinking that perhaps you could, I don't know, toss it kind of like with some sort of sleight of hand. You're good with your hands, I assume, Symeon.
Certainly.
Excellent. Then
Certainly.
I would probably say, admittedly, we don't really have many good options here, so I am working with what the tools that we have. So, see if you can occupy their attention and Flint, maybe keep an eye around us just to see if anyone else approaches. Just to make sure that we can get a tiefling. Actually, Doom, question for you. When we've been to the hospital previously, did we notice any other entrances? Or like a back entrance?
No, you didn't.
Could I think what I'll do is I'll say to in that case I'll say to Flint, it may be a long shot, but maybe see if there's any other points of entry towards the back of the building, so we might be able to be a bit less conspicuous with this tiefling. I kind of say this hushed, by the way.
Can I subtly use one of the balls in my bag of tricks?
I mean, it's not going to be very subtle when it lands, but
It depends what it is as well.
you can throw one if you want. Go ahead.
It's a jackal. It just starts laughing maniacally.
Now, with the size of the stuff I've got in the bag, I don't think it'd work. I think my smallest creature is either a giant rat or a weasel, so...
It's a badger as well.
Is it a honey badger?
It's badger, boar, panther,
Okay.
giant badger, dire wolf, or giant elk. And knowing my luck, I'd get one of the more aggressive things, so I'd rather not.
I mean, I've just asked Flint the question, so Nygrax is just kind of waiting for an answer at this.
Do bear in mind, you are just kind of sitting there talking.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I'm kind of wanting to move the tiefling, but I'm just asking Flint to sort of maybe glance quickly behind the building and Symeon to approach the other guys.
Oh, my leg. Oh, I think the painkillers you've given me are worn off now, Grax.
What's wrong with your leg, Flint?
Can you please give me a hand out of this cart?
I wasn't aware that you were hurt, Flint. Are you all right?
I clip him round the ear and I'll hop out the car.
Nygrax says you do that kind of thing. This might be one of these. Ah, yes, I see. And I go to help Flint.
I'm just like using my staff as support as I make my way into the hospital.
I kind of like look back to Finian as do that, just to kind of like basically say, keep an eye. And I just kind of turn back around and I start guiding Flint in.
Okay. Finian will just look at Symeon and just shrug his shoulders.
Watch the card, I guess. Are they? Is that group of dwarves still looking my way or our way?
Yes, they are, and pretty much all of them are looking this way at this point.
Giving him a show.
Actually, I'll
Um,
say that they end up tracking Flint as he's moving in.
Hobbling into the.
I'm like kind of supporting Flint.
Mm-hmm.
So like we hobble into the hospital, try and find the main desk.
Do we just cross into the front of the hospital unaccosted?
Yeah, you pass through the main doors.
Okay. So upon entering the hospital, what do we see?
You see two halflings behind the desk, looking through notes.
Okay. So, like, as we enter through the door, I'm guessing are any of them looking in at us, or are they concentrating more on Symeon now we've gone inside?
They've started talking amongst themselves. One of them glances every now and then towards the cart, which has randomly been left in front of the hospital.
Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know who you want to do first, whether you want to do Symeon or us, but I'll be approaching the counter.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say Symeon. What you doing?
I'll see him looking my way, and I'll just sort of approach and greet. Greetings, fine man. My companion there is a little worse for wear.
One of the dwarfs looks up at you and goes, Then kind of looks away.
Are you fine, gentlemen? Are you sporting?
Yo, what do you want?
I'll keep my distraction rock in hand. I'll pick up another rock off the ground and go. What say? Who can hit that chimney up there? I'll pull out a gold piece. 1 gold says I can hit it, and you can't.
They look among one another. All right, you're on with that.
Who shall challenge me? Which
The
of
one that's
you
been
will
speaking,
step up?
the one that's been speaking looks to you and holds out his hand. I'll do that.
I'll hand him the random rock I picked up off the ground.
Okay. I'm going to just roll a d20 to see if he can manage to make the hits. It's a 12. Okay, he gets near, but he doesn't quite hit the chimney.
Oh, that was quite a shot. Now watch a master at work. Give it the old baseball wind up, and I'll just.
Make a thrown weapon attack. So, like, assume you have a dagger. That'll be it.
I have hand axes.
Yep.
Will that work?
Oh, yeah, use that then. Yeah, sure. Okay,
21.
and now roll a d10.
Ooh. What did you do?
10.
Okay. It looks like you're going to make a perfect hit. You throw the rock up, and just before it hits, it disappears. And then behind you, you hear one of them shout, "Ow!" He twirls around, holding his head, and you see blood in the back of his head. He looks to one of the other guys and then immediately punches him in the face. And they all start fighting with one another.
They'll start while fighting with each other.
Yeah.
Nice.
None of them. I'll just sort of walk away like flipping the gold coin. None of them even saw I made the shot. Are they all suitably distracted?
You could say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna hold the. I want to pick up the tiefling in the top and put him in the hospital. Video,
All right.
give me a hand.
He quickly nods and grabs the other end of the top, and you both kind of chuckle brothers it in.
To me, to me, to me, not to you, to me.
They pay you no mind at this point. They're in a full-on little brawl.
Excellent.
Okay.
I like the distraction, Mark.
You rolled quite well for that one, actually.
I'm so glad it worked.
When you just said it hits the back of his head, I was just thinking, oh no.
Okay, so you managed to get him inside, and I'll say that Nagrax, you were just trying to get the halfling's attention. They weren't paying you too much mind over all this time. And then you look up and you see Symeon and Finian coming in carrying a tarp.
I drop my.
And then one of the halflings looks up and just kind of goes, "Okay, what are you doing here?"
I know this seems rather unorthodox, but we found
What's
this.
that sound outside?
I'm not sure. I mean, what's going on out there?
Bunch of sore losers. That's what that is. Pay it no mind.
Anyway, that isn't really of relevance right now. Listen, we found this man outside of town, rather badly beaten and bruised. We tried healing them, but nothing really seemed to work. I'm terribly sorry to impose, but we're not sure where else to turn for help.
Man? What?
As I kind of like, as he asks that question, I kind of move to one side so you and Finny can show what's under the tops. I mean,
I say you kind of shuffle it around so they can just see the head poking inside. Oh, right. Quickly get him into the back. The halfling just kind of waves you and jumps down from behind the desk and starts going through a side room. Do you follow?
Nagrax will, yeah.
Okay, you go down a dark corridor and go into a wardroom. Quick, get him on the bed. Go.
Nagrax will play. Whoever's carrying him, I guess, at this point will place him down.
Okay then. So Symeon and Finian will get him out to the top and put him onto a bed. Right, thank you for this. Getting him out of here is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. A lot of people have not been very happy about tieflings coming here lately.
What is going on here?
There was an incident 2 days ago, another execution, and it's gotten some people riled up.
Another execution? What? Another tieflings? I assume we saw something of the like a few days past.
Yeah, it was something to do with a family. They had been sacrificing people. That was said they killed a full family of tieflings. I think there was 7 of them, 1 child.
Nagrax kind of remembering the events of recently, kind of sort of is a bit taken aback by that, but says nothing.
Just looking rather disturbed at this.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing him here. We'll take care of him from here. I'm going to go and get some doctors. Would you please be able to leave? Everything will be okay.
Yes, understandable. We'll leave him in your care. Thank you.
I'll take the top with us.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap you in the top, Flint, on the way out. Okay.
You notice as you guys leave, the halfling locks the door behind you as well. Meaning like the door to the room.
The door to the room that we just exited.
Yes.
Do I hear the lock?
I'll just say you're alright to see the lock the door. Twist a key in it.
Yeah, Nagrax kind of looks at the lock for a moment, hesitates, but then kind of shakes his head and keeps walking.
Okay. The halfling disappears, seems to go and get doctors. What do you guys do?
Seems things have really gotten out of hand in our absence.
I think we've done all we can here. We probably need to get back to Guildhall and just get a better measure on exactly what has taken
Did
place.
Frank ever return?
Oh, yeah, Frank was still with you guys. Just assume that he's back on Symeon's belt.
Okay then.
Okay, as you guys go out the entrance, that crowd has stopped brawling, and the dwarf that had previously had a contest with you, Symeon, noticed you coming out. Oi, best 2 out of 3.
Can I ask something? Sorry, Doom.
Go ahead.
Is Symeon leaving first, or are we kind of all together?
Let's say you're all together.
I would. Oh, okay. There isn't any time for me to do that then. Okay, continue.
I'll take you up on that bet.
He holds out his hand for a rock.
This time I'll just grab a regular rock.
Oh,
Toss one his way.
what bet is this?
We're trying to hit that chimney up there.
Oh.
I've already hit it once, but I suppose I can show
The
up these
dwarf
men
will
again.
look at Flint. You
Yeah.
in?
I'm in. I
Okay.
pick up the rock.
Nigrex looks slightly nervous.
Now, Grex, you want in on this? Finian?
No.
Finian shrugs and I'll get in. So
I'm
the
content
dwarf
to watch. Thank you.
throws and he misses. So Symeon and Flint, just roll your ranged weapon attacks.
Oh,
You throw right through a window.
oh,
A
You
different
hear
kind
someone
of
inside
distraction.
shout.
sorry.
Flint, you do hit. And then Finian is going to root around in his pack, and then he pulls out a rock.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, 17. Okay. Finian throws his rock. It hits the chimney, and suddenly lightning explodes around it, and a deafening crackle echoes for a very, very long way around it.
That's some throw there,
Whoa.
lad.
Oh, we have a clear winner here.
The dwarf looks at Finian. What the hell did you just do? That's cheating. I'm not giving money for this.
You said you were a sporting man.
He points to the
Good.
chimney, which is now smoking.
You going to renege on a deal? A random lightning bolt. You cannot account for such a phenomenon.
Cheating, no gold.
Ah,
With that, he folds his arms.
I'll speak to him in Dwarvish and say we could have been friends, and then I'll just walk off.
His eye twitches. Okay, so luckily the cart is still there after it was left unmanned.
Yeah.
So you guys hop back on. What do you do?
Head back to the guild. I
Yeah,
guess.
unless there's any other suggestions, Nigrex will just go towards the guild.
Yeah.
Actually, as you guys are pulling away, you hear shouting coming up from outside the hospital. You see one of the doctors is shouting at the crowd that was outside of it and pointing up to one of the windows.
Right.
Quick. Make sure.
Okay, you guys get away. And pin the blame on the dwarfs.
Yes, let's pin
Yes.
the blame on the poor.
Yeah.
That's going to come back to bite, isn't it?
Should
Random
have paid up.
Random folks will remember this.
That dwarf was secretly the second in command of the cult.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the guild hall, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull up outside. Finian stays in the cart. I'll take this back so we can receive a deposit.
Yes, good idea, Finian.
And with that, he goes away with the cart. So you guys, actually, I'll change the map again. Hey.
Frank, do you have a report ready for us?
As you guys enter the guild hall, when I find the right map. We do have quite a few maps now. Nope.
Just can't get me
There it is.
freaking camera angle right today.
Okie dokie. You guys enter in the guild hall, and as you enter in, Frank sprouts his legs and arms. And Cerna is behind the desk. Cerna looks up and briefly arches an eyebrow.
Senna, your hero, the heroes have returned from another successful mission.
Ah, welcome. Ah, you enlisted Frank.
Yes, he's a helpful little fellow.
He's quite commonly used by newbies. Ah, Frank, how did they perform? Frank leans against the desk, kind of hand on. I suppose he doesn't have a hip, but that kind of pose.
Hand on bottom part of chest.
Yeah, let's go with that. They were all right. I've got a report for you. He reaches inside his mouth and hands out some papers and hands them over to Cerna. I'll give them a read through. They weren't too bad. A bit befuddling, and they might have just damaged a hospital window, but that's besides the point. Cerna arches an eyebrow and looks straight at Symeon.
Jesus, no.
It was a game. It was a game. It was none of our doing.
Uh-huh.
A mere gamble between men.
Well, you'd be pleased to know a reward has been sent ahead of time. It arrived about halfway through yesterday. It's waiting for you in the back. You want to go and knock on the guildmaster's office door? He'll have it in there for you.
Sure, where is the guildmaster's office?
Oh, if you go into the corridor over here, and you follow it down, go through the door that is by the exits. You should be able to just knock when he says, just go straight in.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll leave those matters to you. For now, barkeep! It's been far too long since I've seen you. Drink.
Yeah, what do you want? Horseman here.
Of course.
Horseman here. Looks at Nagrex. Horseman here.
No, thank you.
Horseman here.
Okay.
Vodka?
You're building up a tolerance now, Grex. The second time was not nearly as bad.
Come. Billy and I almost died. It's tradition to celebrate such encounters.
Indeed.
Fine, I will drink. But only a little bit. We still probably need to keep our wits about us.
Get my round in hand. I'd just like to see what reward we've been given.
Yes, actually, that would be a good idea. He pushes the drink away. Let's see what the rewards first. I want to enjoy the sober.
That's assuming you stay behind with Bar.
Absolutely.
Okay then. And in that case, I should get to reveal that room finally.
Knock, knock.
You hear just a bit of rustling for a second, and then, yes, who is it?
Oh, we've just come to collect our reward from the quest we've done. We were told it was in here.
Come in. Which group is it?
Do
As
we
you
just...
enter into the room, you see the guildmaster is sat behind this desk over here. Against the wall, there are bookshelves and seems to be trophy cabinets. There are heads for all kinds of different animals, dragons, boars, some kind of undead head which has somehow been preserved. It's generally quite a lavish room, very finely decorated. It seems like a decent bit of money was put into here.
Does our group have a name yet, or have we not decided on one?
You've never given a name.
No, we've never given a name, but Nigrax will chime in. We are the group who were assigned the task of solving the mystery at the manor in Hogswine at the request of Flint to Tilly McGillian.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Oh, please do take a seat. He gestures to seats that are in front of the desk.
Yeah, Nigrax will sit.
Yep.
Oh, yes, you guys did excellent work there. I actually received quite a large sum of money to give you. Where are the rest of your members?
They're just out in the bar.
Yes. Well, Finian went to return the wagon that you generously sort of provided the payment for, and Symeon is just in the bar.
He's that thing you hear. Just laughing
Yes.
away.
Yes.
Yeah.
That incoherent wailing is likely him.
Oh, I see. Well, be sure you do share this with him. Now, we do need to give your group a name, given you seem to be questing together quite frequently. It just helps to divvy out rewards a lot more easily in the future. Do you have any suggestions?
Honestly, considering the predicaments we've been in, I've not really given thought to our nomenclature.
Well, in that case, I'll let it slip this time. But before you take your next quest, really, I'd appreciate if you could submit a name of some kind, just so we can help
Yes,
to differentiate you between all the other rabble, of course.
understandable. I would like to consult with the others anyway. I wouldn't want to make the decision on their behalf without their knowledge beforehand.
Oh, excellent. Well, now the reward. He draws a circle in the air with his finger. When the point meets, it seems to basically be a teleportation circle to a different place. He reaches into the circle and starts pulling out bags. Roll 6100s.
60 100s. Which one of us?
Oh, you.
Okay.
Or Flint if he wants, whichever.
I'll do. I'm already pretty high up in
Yeah, if you want to do it.
6-0 just to confirm.
So, well,
6
6100s.
D100s.
Yeah, but 6-0, not 1-6.
Huh?
6-0 or 1-6.
6 D100s.
All right. Yeah, Nagrax do that one. Like, thought he said 6-0.
Okay.
No.
Just give me a second.
60 D100s.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
No.
I'd like to buy the town, please.
Yeah, this
No, I
town.
want to go like for shits and kicks now.
Okay. I'm just waiting for it to roll.
Okay. You're given several bags, and in which is a 372 gold. Now I shall also roll for some loot.
Yeah, loot. Can we have that gold?
What did you just roll
Nope.
there?
You may
6
not.
60
D100s.
100s.
You may not.
No. No.
Damn it.
Okie dokie, what have we got here? He also reaches out and pulls out a chest. Inside the chest, there are 2 small vials of exotic perfume. There is 1 potion of protection from good. Let me know when you've written those down.
I'm sorry, let me just write that down now. So, what was that? 2 exotic vials?
2 small vials of exotic perfume,
2
400 gold piece each.
5 of exotic perfume. Worth 400 GP each, right?
Yes.
Oofed. Answer.
Okay, and what else?
Potion of protection from good and evil.
Okay.
That would have been useful on the last quest.
Yeah.
There is a potion of jump.
Okay. Potion of jump. Yep.
There is a set of fine inks.
Ooh, those things look useful. Do you mind if I check those?
No, Grex doesn't have any reason to object, so yeah, you can have those if you like.
Oh,
So-
no, definitely. Even that's way too much. Okay, that's
So
going to be roll one more time.
So
one
I'll
second.
give the set of fine inks to Flint.
Do. Okay, there is a chainmail shirt. 4 small pearls.
Mail shirt, 4 small pearls. Did you say?
Yes.
Do we know the value of those?
I think they're items that you can just look up, but just say 120 gold each. And an ever-burning torch.
Okay.
Would these inks be able to cover the cost of rewriting some spells in my book?
Yes. I'd say it
Okay.
would cover the cost of 4 spells.
Alrighty then.
Make a custom note of that, just so you can easily be aware.
Okay. So is that everything?
That is everything, yes.
Okay. In that case, Nightwax, thank you very much for keeping us for us. We'll sort of divvy this up amongst the rest of us once Finian returns.
Oh, don't worry. And the guild's already taken the commission out as well, so you don't need to worry about taking any more.
Understandable.
Well, have an excellent day, and based on what I can hear over in the bar, somebody else already is, so make the most of being back.
Will do.
Okay, and with that, Nightwax will leave the office and
Okey-dokey.
head back towards the bar area.
As you guys
You say-
leave, Finian has joined Symeon at the table. He also has a pint of horse manure as well.
Nightwax will sit at the table and he will just let Symeon and Finian know what we just got from the quest.
Ah, what spoils await us?
Rather a lot, actually. I knew that the, sort of feeling said that the reward would be generous, but I was quite surprised as to exactly how much. I kind of just start taking the stuff out and just showing them. Well, for one, we got 372 gold. I did some calculations, and I believe that would be 93 gold each.
Excellent, excellent.
So, and then I take out the vials of perfume. We got these vials of perfume. I don't believe that they'll be much use to us practically, but they would sell for maybe about. Would Nigrex
You
cancel
wouldn't
out?
know, no.
No, I
It's
wouldn't
just
know.
exotic perfume.
Yeah, I
So you
wouldn't
don't-
really
I'll
know.
take
Okay.
one and sniff.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll just, in that case, these rather nice smelling perfumes. I'm not sure if they'll be much use to us, but they seem like a novel trinket.
Symeon, you recognize the smell.
Oh no. Oh no.
Smells
Do I?
like Lorena.
Oh. Well, I know who would appreciate these. What else have you got?
I take out the 2 potions. This potion of protection from good and evil. Flint did comment that this would have been probably rather useful before, but yes, I placed it down on the table, and also this potion of jumping.
Jumping?
Yes, I'm not quite sure what that entails, but I would imagine.
Jumping is when you lift yourself off the
Yes,
ground
yes,
with a big heave.
I understand the concept of jumping, Finny, and I was.
Yeah,
Clip him around the. Not take me for a fool, boy.
I understand you were trying to help Finian, but no, what I meant, I probably wasn't clear. I meant to say that I wasn't sure precisely how this potion would enhance one's ability to jump, to what extent and for how long, is what I meant precisely.
Then we shall find out.
There was also some fine inks in there, which, if none of you mind, I would like to take from my spell book.
Yes, yes, yes.
I also then hold out the chainmail shirt. I'm wondering if this would be of use to anyone. I kind of like hold it in the general direction of Flint and Finian.
Can I examine it for any sort of effects? Or is it just a normal chainmail?
it's just a normal chainmail shirt.
I have no use for such things. What about you there, Symeon?
I have my own. I do not think it would. I do not. Do you have any experience wearing such armor?
it would impede my magical abilities, I'm sure.
Certainly, it's not easy to fight in such a getup.
Doom, if I
What
was,
about you, my blue friend?
just a question for you, Doom. If I was searching for the item, would it just be chainmail?
Yes.
It would just be chainmail. Let me just compare that against something aside.
I might need it later on, but
Yeah,
No,
I know.
as of now, I can't wear it.
Nagrex, upon
Well, you
inspecting,
could. You just can't cast any spells in it.
Nagrex,
Mm.
upon
Oh.
inspecting it a bit closer, would be interested in it if no one else is.
It's a. Did you say it's a chain shirt?
Well,
Yes, but that's actually not an item listed on here. Looking at
because
this.
if it's chain mail, then that's an AC of 16.
Yeah, that's what I've got. There is a chain shirt. It's medium armor.
Wait,
Separate
Still
from
can't
chain
wear it.
mail.
Which would this be, Doom?
It's weird that it doesn't come up.
Oh yeah,
It's
there
in
it
the
is.
PHP.
It's just a chain shirt that came up on the loot table.
Chain shirt. Oh, chain shirt. Okay. So that's an AC of 13. So
13 plus dex mod.
yeah, I mean Nagrex's armor's already better than that. Unless I don't think that could be worn in addition to regular armor, can it?
Chain shirt is worn between layers of clothing or leather.
From what I can see, I should still be able to cast spells in it, but I can't wear heavy medium armor at the moment.
You can only cast spells if you have proficiency in the armor type.
Yeah.
Which, as a wizard, you don't get diddly.
Mm-hmm.
I have proficiency in medium armor, so I could take it, but it depends if you want me to hold that for you later, Flint.
I mean, if you can still use it in the meantime.
Yeah. I'll take it for now.
Certainly keep hold of it. Looks to be a fairly fine make.
Yes, I agree. I'll keep it in my possession for the time being.
Certainly capable of keeping a dagger out of your heart.
Don't remind me of the dagger, Symeon.
Ugh. If only you two had seen that realm.
I'd rather not, frankly, based on your description. Anyway, back to the matter of our awards. I take out the 4 pearls. I kind of sort of have them in between my fingers to just kind of show them. I have no idea what these would be worth, but I would imagine they may be worth something. I'm not really one for jewelry.
Seems we have quite a lot of stuff we can sell. Maybe we need a trip to the shops in the morning.
Ooh, and actually, Symeon, I take
Yes.
out the ever burning torch. This may be of use to you, or Flint, I suppose, as well.
An extra torch. Oh,
How
Apparently,
certainly.
well, the
does
Guildmaster described this as an ever burning torch. So, if I take this at face value, I would assume that this never goes out.
how do we put it out? We can't constantly carry a burning torch.
I'm not.
How do we
Sure,
even light it?
I mean, is it
Hey,
actually lit at the moment?
Do you? No, it's not. Roll investigation on it, Flint, with advantage. Oh, looking at the wrong thing now.
Well, good job.
I'm gonna let you have it. Okay, so you look at the torch and you see up the general handle of it. There's a room which you'd assume that you could just run your finger up and it would activate it. From your finger down, it would deactivate it.
It looks like it's activated by this rune here. I point everyone in its direction in case they need to use it.
Finian runs his finger up it and it lights.
I quickly run my finger down it.
That's a neat trick. That'll certainly prove useful.
Yes, it probably wouldn't be much use to the likes of myself and Finian, but I would imagine it would be of great benefit for you and Flint.
I can create my own fire there. Finian, would you make better use of this?
I can see in the dark. I'm okay.
As can I, Flint.
Symeon, sure you don't want this?
It will prove quite useful. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, since we're all sat here, I divvy up the gold between us, so I do believe that is 93 each.
Yeah, I've already added it.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I'm just saying it just because I didn't do it. Okay. So with that, I think unless anyone else wants some Nagrax, we'll hold on to the 2 potions as well. Unless anyone particularly
Nah.
wants either.
Okay, you take the potions then.
Are these custom potions, Doom, or are these?
It's basically the potions are for whatever that spell is. I'm not sure if they're official or not. They were just on my loot table.
Is the torch thing not? Is that
That's probably a custom item as well.
Can
I
I see
don't-
Either
if
that or it's in the player's handbook or something, and it's not come up with my things because I'm pretty sure I remember reading that.
I do not see a potion of jumping.
Yes, that is a custom then.
Yeah, it's custom.
And what do you say, Flint?
Oh, sorry, go on.
Can I see if Finian and Symeon have drinks?
They do both have drinks.
It's like, what's this piss you're drinking, lads? Barkeep. 4 sheep diarrhea.
Or sheep diarrhea? Alright, coming right up.
Flint,
Yes.
it's okay.
Much
I
more
really-
revelry is due.
I see. My opinion doesn't matter.
And a little what is it? But a thing that you serve drinks on, I forgot what it's called.
It's like
Tray.
a platter.
Tray? Is that the word you're
Yeah.
looking for?
Whatever, yeah. It floats up in the air and then floats down onto your table.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I
drink up. But if that one throws up in here, he's cleaning it up.
I will do my best not to.
It's okay, we'll help you.
If I seem to be if I seem to get ill, please I won't be offended if you throw me outside.
2 of us almost died on his last quest. I'll take responsibility.
When Finian gets his, he downs the sheep diarrhea.
I kind of look a bit surprised.
Yes, lad. Yes.
Benny, I didn't think you drunk.
You'd be surprised how much you can drink when you're on the brink of death in a battle.
Ideal, sir.
As you say this, you notice that Finian is looking a bit already inebriated.
I'll down mine as well. I'm going, but that comes with experience.
Nagrax kind of just is taking little sips just to try and prevent himself from getting drunk, so you can choose to intervene there if you like, but otherwise...
Come now, Drax. That's not how you do this. Come on.
It's how I do this, Flint.
Make a dex save. He's
Make-
beat 15.
Ah, mate. Yeah, okay. Alright.
You don't. Okay.
No.
Um,
God damn it!
Finian upends your mug and loads of it goes down your throat suddenly.
I thought it was shot anyway. This.
What are you... Vidian, why did you do that?
You're
Did
taking
this-
your time.
Too right, lad.
Barkeep, more.
Does Nagrax feel inebriated after that, or is it just kind of...
Not so much. You actually feel okay this time.
I oddly don't feel that bad,
And
actually.
it hits you.
Oh no. Oh no. Do I need to roll a con save, dude?
No, you just have to feel a little bit dizzy.
Oh god, this I will never get used to this. You know, I still feel somewhat cognizant, so maybe I should stop at this stage. God, why is the room spinning so much?
I
Another
almost
set of
died.
4 floats down. Finian takes it and downs it again.
I kind of look at Finian and just wondering, why are you doing this to yourself?
You see, when he blinks now, he's blinking with one eye than the other.
The little one can't hold his ale.
He
This is
isn't-
what you do, Nagrax.
He
When
isn't
you
the
win a
only...
battle, there must be glory and revelry.
You notice Finian roots around in his bag. He comes up with another rock.
Put the rock down, lad.
Vidian?
You know.
Please don't do anything with the
A
rock.
contest! Yes!
He looks around and he points at a random, I don't know, I'm going to say like a deer head on the wall at the other side of the bar
That's not-
area.
Nagrax looks around to see if there's any windows near the
But-
There is below and above.
Finian?
Let's not do
We
this
don't-
inside.
we don't want
Let's
to
do
repeat-
this
Symeon
outside.
hands Symeon a rock. Make your range weapon attack throw.
So
I'll let
you
you
get
just
it
make
in
it
the
normal.
mouth.
You know what?
Can't we do this outside where the target range is?
Make your attack roll.
You know what? Never mind. You've said it now, so I can't. Go ahead.
I'm going to say it just bounces off the side, but roll a d10. I need to get that page open again.
A 10.
Oh, God. not
That's
again.
either really good or
Okay,
really bad.
Okay. As it's about to hit right into... Actually, no. With an 11, you go to hit the wall. As it's about to hit the wall, it disappears. Then it
Oh, no.
hits Finian in the back of the head. He stumbles forward and then just kind of looks around and just laughs. Now, Finian will take his throw
What have you got, lad?
with disadvantage.
I really suggest we take this outside, guys.
Well, he got a nat 1.
Please just stop talking. My head is killing me.
Oh, right. Okay, then. So he throws it. It goes through a window. And just as it goes through the window, it explodes. And it shatters several windows around it. Finian just kind of looks, is just kind of shit. And with that, he's running.
Nargrax just places his head down on the table and just sort of like knocks it slowly, just thinking, why?
I said we
And
should.
as
Why does no
Finian has
one
run out the main
listen to
entrance,
me?
and Cerna walks in, and she's looking around. What was that? What was that? Is someone attacking us? I see suddenly energy starts to form around her left hand. What's going on?
Damn kids throwing rocks from outside. It's absolutely madness in here.
God damn it! Smash the windows. She runs out the front door, and she disappears around the corner, going towards the outside of the building.
So the lads say firecracker when he's.
Another successful bluff. Nargrax, take notes.
What? But what happened, Symeon? I don't. I'm sorry. I can't really concentrate. What's going on? Why is that corner of the room on fire?
Do you know what would help concentrate? More ale.
No,
Yes.
No, Flint. That's precisely the opposite of what I need.
Bear in mind, the barkeeper's seen all of this.
Barkeep.
You keep paying. I don't care. I just work here.
Yes.
And with that, he sends
Keep
over more
filling
ale.
this.
Listen, Hograx, you had one last time, and you were out of action. You have another now. It will build your resistance.
Nargrax will sip in defiance.
No, Flint.
Maintaining
it's
eye
fine.
contact.
Come on,
the
you've already
entire
had one,
time.
and you're still functioning.
It's fine. If Nargrax wants to chicken out,
He
he
isn't,
can.
he isn't
We
taking
will
the
not
bait.
judge him.
He isn't taking the bait.
He wants to learn our ways, Symeon.
Like as he sort of like he sips a bit more aggressively as you say that, but he is still just sipping.
He wants to learn of our customs more, Symeon. Surely this is one of them.
I am enjoying the drink at my own pace, Symeon. Eventually, I will drink as much as you, just in smaller quantities.
I would like to see that.
While she's talking about this point, Finian kind of creeps back in, looking around. He looks quite guiltily at the barkeep.
Finian.
Finian,
Am I in trouble?
why are you in trouble?
No.
What's wrong? What did you do?
The bluff worked. Shh.
Sheepishly sits
I'm
back
saying
down.
this very loudly.
Finian, you
And-
look distraught. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. He starts sipping his drink.
Let's not throw these distraction rocks inside anymore, eh?
I never knew
Fine,
these
fine.
things were so useful. I kind of take out the final distraction rock and I just kind of look at it. I'm not using it. just
Got
looking
it,
at it. I put the distraction rock back in my bag.
If you want a contest, I believe there was some
Give a
target.
sleight of hand with disadvantage.
What, me?
Yes.
God damn it.
While I was doing that,
I knew I was kind of setting myself up for that, but this is already a bit, so I might as well contribute to it.
okay, if you want to play games, there are target ranges outside. I'm sure the guildmaster wouldn't mind us using. We can just say we're on in our
Yeah,
skills.
for some reason that second roll isn't.
Give it a
Oh,
moment.
okay, there we go.
We
It's,
are honing our
it's-
skills.
it's still a
Flint.
really low roll anyway.
With a 5, you dropped it into your
Honing
bag.
our
Roll a d10.
constitution.
Symeon, I think something may be going on inside my bag.
Roll your d10.
I just kind of am looking at trepidation. I'm just gonna slowly open the bag. I know I need to hold the detail. I'm just looking for the dice here. Sound.
Okay.
Oh, this sounds good.
A really loud fart sounds out from where the rock landed.
Symeon just roars with laughter. This is absolutely fantastic.
Is it just the sound or is it the smell?
Just the sound.
What was that? I look
Oh,
inside.
and you have to do that in public.
I don't know what happened. I just dropped
The
this
barkeep
fucking-
is looking at you. Oh, God, lad. What are you doing that inside for?
I'm
God,
sorry.
that's
I can
disgusting.
explain it. I got this rock out of my bag and I dropped
I
it.
don't
and
care
it just
what
made
you-
the sound. I
Go
just
to the bathroom.
Now Greg looks a little bit guilty now. He doesn't even know what he did. You know what? I think I'll probably go and wash my face. Maybe it might help the dizziness. Now Greg leaves the table, goes to the bathroom.
You do not walk in a straight line, though.
Oh, good. But am I at least better than last time?
I at least direct Nargax to
Um,
the bathroom. She doesn't
I
know.
kind of like, yeah, I know where the bathroom is. I kind of like steady myself on the table in the bar if I'm kind of in any danger of falling over.
Yeah, you managed to make it there.
Yay.
Okay, I just wash my face to try and sober up a bit.
It doesn't really work.
Like Rex doesn't really know how sobering up works. He'll try anything. just in the bathroom is like, why do I keep doing this every single time? Okay. And he just steps out, and he just heads back to the table to rejoin the others.
Okay. You guys going to get any put to anything else to stay, or just have fun, be merry, and sleep?
Yes.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
I think Nigrax will probably just sip his drink for the rest of the evening and go to bed.
How much do
Okay,
we
okay.
offer the drinks?
I'm going to say each hand over 2 silver.
2 silver, okay.
I swear these drinks are getting more expensive.
You had quite a few.
Or maybe
But-
we're just drinking more.
By the way, Doom, I assume that used up my distraction rock, didn't it? Went that far.
It used one of them up, yes.
Yeah, that's my second one then. Because I gave one of them to Symeon earlier. Okay, that's good.
I didn't know the distraction rocks actually did something.
Yeah, I got a full table for him.
Cool.
Hey, we needed to use them sometime.
Yes, you did. Alright, so yeah, do you want to end off here, or go a bit longer? To you guys.
I would be fine ending off here tonight, personally. It's up to you two.
I'd like to end off. I'm very tired. I
Sounds
hate to be a spoil sport.
I think this is a natural ending point, though, to be honest.
It is, yeah. Shenanigans have been had.
Yeah, I think really we kind of needed that little interlude at the end just to kind of lighten the mood a bit. But yeah, I think tonight went quite well all in all. Just kind of wrapping things up with the arc at the manor.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I suppose if there's nothing else, we'll just move very quickly on to our shout-out section. So, first of all, we have Doom. You might notice that he now has a Discord. He also
Yeah, he
made
does.
made
Yay.
affiliate yesterday.
Woohoo!
So yeah, things are looking good for you. So do you just want to say a couple of things?
Well, feel free to join my Discord. Feel free to follow me on Twitch. I'm actually decided to make a bit of a push on Twitch now, as I've actually finally made it to the starting gate. Whoop whoop.
Yeah,
Congratulations, bud.
Even got my first subscriber.
yeah, and
Oh,
also,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah, Sky was nice.
Sky?
yeah,
Of course it was.
Of course it was Sky.
Of course it was.
Also, if you want to join this Discord for anyone listening, it is actually in chat at the moment. So yeah, head on over if you're interested. So yeah, let us move on to me. So not really much new with myself. I mean, obviously you're here at the moment, so more feel for you, I guess. So yeah, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Not really sure what I'm going to be doing. I still really need to finish Resident Evil. I just keep putting it off, but I think eventually we'll start. I'm probably going to actually start uploading VODs from our previous D&D streams for anyone who isn't actually able to make the live broadcast, which I would probably say is quite a lot of the people who we would generally play with because it's quite late for them. But oh yeah, and here's my socials as well if anyone actually cares about it. But yeah, that is me. So next, moving on to Zach. Don't believe
Yeah.
you've really been that active at the moment, but you still have your Final Fantasy thing that I think you're eventually going to go back to. I think you're just planning a new route because you had a bit of an issue with Thunder Plains.
That, and I'm wanting a better PC setup before I continue streaming again.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I think
It's pretty.
yeah, you did struggle a little bit. I think we managed to get somewhat stable performance with Final Fantasy X, but yeah, I mean, hopefully you can get that at some point
Hopefully.
in the near future, and you can get back to because I think it was going really well up until that point. So I would be, happy to see you continue that and try again. So anyway, last but by no means least, Elf. So here is the socials, and do you have any words, my friend?
I guess not.
Yeah, I was just about to say, God, that was an awkward silence. It's just like, did you just call me a friend?
Feel free to follow me on all the things.
Yeah, there you go. Socials.
I'd appreciate the love.
All the things.
Yeah,
Where is the love?
Elf does indeed have all the things, as you can see on the side and as you can see in chat. But yeah, I think that's about it. So if nobody has anything else to say, I think that is going to be goodbye from us, and we'll be back next week. Not quite sure. Will it be 9:30 or 10:30 next week, Doom?
I do have the day off, but we'll see how people are at the time.
Yeah, it's usually going to always be
Maybe around 10ish.
Yeah, that time slot. So, yeah. So for anyone still here, thank you very much indeed for stopping on by, and we will speak to you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.